So how do you, and curious about this, how do you, because, when you're guiding, you don't know all the time what your client's going to show and get. How do you make that massive adjustment when you start hitting a mountain and you're going up and you realize this guy's not going to get there? Do you have to adjust the whole hunting plan, or, I mean, how does that go?
Yeah, I mean, one, you kick down a gear, and I will say a couple of guys, like I mentioned, Bart and Clay Lancaster, have been really good at slowing me down. And not to say I'm the fastest guy, but I can run with pretty fast dudes. It's just a matter of like it may be 5 steps at a time. That's what your client is doing, and literally 5 steps. And your altitude or it's steep or pack weight or whatever is like, okay, we're not going to get there by noon. We're going to get there by 4. It's double the time. But the thing is what they kind of learn is you can do it, right? You may drop a few gears, you may be going slower, whatever. But what I found is when that person makes it, if they did it again and 3 or 4 days later, it's probably going to be a significant speed increase because most of what was holding them back is the mental side of it, right?
So when you're getting clients, and I mean, you've had some very high end clients too. I know you're talking to them and stuff. Is there any kind of questionnaire or Q&A, or do you get into, hey, what's your physical ability? What's your limitations? What are you thinking here? What do you think you're getting into? Do you know it's at this altitude? I mean, is that discussion part of it, or is it just an assumption these people know what they're getting into?
For me, when I book clients, like I do that. Most outfitters don't. Like it's a pretty generic, hey, start working out, get in sheep shape or whatever they call it. But the reality is like, and Kurt and I talked about this. Kurt's a partner in crime with us doing these courses. There's actually going to be an assessment. You got to check some boxes. You got to, answer accordingly. And it doesn't necessarily mean a height and weight because a lot of it's mental, right? And so when you say we're going in X amount of distance, about, roughly 2 miles an hour with this much pack weight, some people have no idea. So that part you got to kind of take a guess. But usually when someone comes into camp, if you got a couple hours to figure out what's what, you'll know. But in the first very short distance, you're going to know at the very least the pace. And that pace may be far slower, but the dude may be able to stay at that pace or chick for a long, long time and may have insane mental strength. He's just not going to be a speed demon. And it's an assessment. And I mean, some of the clients that show up, I've been pushing guys in the butt while a dude has a rope tied to him in the front to get him up the hill. It happens. And that's just part of life. Again, the thing is, though, is if you're going to make a living, when I say make a living, if you're going to go on a lot of extravagant hunts, you should like immediately have some type of a physical fitness plan, right? Like in a diet plan. And the thing is when you talk about mindset, you also have nutrition involved in that. And I run most of my life when I'm on the mountain on a heart rate monitor. I know there's a certain beats per minute that I can stay at and I can go forever. I mean, when I say forever, pretty much forever. On day 14, I'm as good as day 1. I know when I max that out and I'm running on borrowed time, how long I can run above and beyond, but that's from being in the mountain. The bottom line, though, is like very few people even remotely come close to testing any of that. And I would say that's pretty throughout most things.